want to know what RGBIC is, and do you want to see a couple cool ways that Govee has implemented it? Well, make sure you stick around. I know that there's a lot of people out there that think that RGB isn't needed, and it isn't really needed, but I beg to differ a little bit. I do believe that it adds a much needed appeal to my theater room. Do you know what makes this picture more interesting? It's not just the legacy audio speakers, it's the epic lighting. Now, we all know that RGB lighting isn't something you want on during a movie, but it sure does make your room look way more interesting when you do have them. I'm Barrett, this is Spec of Tech. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to cover some epic RGBIC lighting from Govee. And what does the IC stand for? It stands for independent control. So with normal RGB lights, you can only have one color showing at the same time. But as soon as you add independent control, you're no longer restricted to just showing one color, which means you can have multiple colors showing simultaneously, or you can even have some pretty mesmerizing patterns. The Govee lights that we are talking about specifically is the Lyra lamp and the glide wall light. The folks over at Govee were really good sports, and they sent these to me so that I can share them with all of you. But before they sent these to me, I've actually purchased a couple Govee lights myself for my AV rack and my front stage. So turn on rack lights.
Okay.
So turn rack lights blue.
Okay.
So turn rack lights red.
Okay.
So turn rack lights orange.
Okay.
So turn off rack lights.
Okay.
So turn on front stage lights.
Okay.
So turn front stage lights red.
Okay.
So turn front stage lights bright white.
Okay.
So turn off front stage lights.
Okay.
So as you can see, the RGB lighting definitely makes things look better, at least in my opinion. The rack lights are not RGBIC, they're just RGB, but the front stage lights are RGBIC. If you are interested in any of the products that we're talking about today, I've dropped links down in the description. Feel free to check them out down there. But I'm anxious to see what these lights can do, so let's get into these boxes, and then afterwards we'll quickly cover the assembly and the setup as well. So when unboxing the Lyra lamp, as you can see, there is some assembly required, but it's super simple. So let's quickly show you what's inside the box of the glide light, and then we're going to assemble them both. So in the box of the glide light, we have 6 light segments that are 11.8 inches each. We have one 90-degree elbow connector, the control box, a power adapter, and a quick start guide. That's it, guys. Pretty simple packaging here, but in this case, simple is good. But you know what else is really simple? Hitting the subscribe button. Tick the bell icon if you do, and it's also really simple to hit that like button, and I truly do appreciate it. Alright guys, so let's get this Lyra lamp assembled. So as you can see here, there are 3 pull pieces. We just use the mounting inserts to screw them all together. Note that the bottom mounting insert and bottom pull piece has 2 holes closer together than the others. We use the short screws for assembling the pull section. Do not make the same mistake that I did and make sure that the bottom mounting insert is in the right way, so the metal grommets are used for the base end of the pull. So once the entire pole is assembled, you can insert the silicone LED light strip. So start off by inserting about 2 or 3 inches at the top, 2 or 3 inches at the bottom, and about 2 or 3 inches in the middle, and then you can work the rest of the LED light strip into the pole. Once you have the LED light strip inserted into the pole, what I did is I put the lamp base on its side, and then I did clip the LED light strip to the power on the lamp base, and then I lifted everything up, inserted the lamp pole into the base, and used 2 of the longer screws to mount the lamp pole to the lamp base. And then lastly, you do have a remote mount, which just clips onto the lamp pole itself. And of course, you're going to want to clip this to the metal side, not the LED strip side. And then the remote itself sticks to the mount magnetically. All right, so let's quickly assemble the glide wall light, which again is very simple. So you have 6 light sections and 1 corner piece, which can be configured differently with their snap-on connection. You can even remove the elbow if you want and just have a straight light. It's nice to see that there is a little variety in how you can set it up, but I chose to put it in a bit of an L formation, so I used 3 of the pieces on one end and 4 of the pieces on the other, making one side longer than the other. It was nice to see that they used command strips to attach these to the wall. Not only will this allow you to take the lights down if need be, the strips can easily be removed off the wall without any damage by pulling the adhesive tab right here. So now that we have them assembled, let's show you how to connect them to your phone. Both of them connect essentially the exact same way, so I'm going to show you how to connect the glide light. So first you're going to want to download the Govee HOME app on the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. Once you have that app installed on your phone, you're going to want to open it, and then in the top right hand corner there is a plus symbol. You want to press that. Then click on the indoor lighting, and once it finds the device, it will be labeled H6072, at least that's my model. You're going to want to select that, then change the name if you wish. You will then be prompted to connect it to Wi-Fi, and then all you need to do is enter your router password. And that's it, guys. Now you can completely control the light from the app on your phone. So for those of you that do have an Amazon Echo or a Google Home, you're going to want to add that skill so that you can control the light from your smart device like this. So turn on Lyra lamp.
Okay.
So turn Lyra lamp blue.
Okay.
Alexa, turn Lyra lamp red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn Lyra lamp yellow.
Okay.
Alexa, turn off Lyra lamp. Alexa, turn on glide light.
Okay.
Alexa, turn glide light red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn glide light green.
Okay.
Alexa, turn glide light blue.
Okay.
There are so many illuminating modes with these Govee lights that I won't be able to show you them all, but I do want to show you some of the amazing color combinations and the light tricks that these have up their sleeves. Both of these lights are basically identical in their colors, modes, and light tricks, so here are some of them. So of course both of these lights can display a solid color, like red, blue, or even some uncommon colors like aqua or magenta. While you are in the color mode in the app, you can choose different sections of the light and choose different colors for each section like I did here, or you can choose all of the sections together and then choose one color to make them all the same color, like red. And besides just displaying colors, you can put these lights into music mode, which offer you 6 different modes that offer a different light effect. You can allow it to change colors automatically, or you can choose a solid color if you wish. So for example, here is energetic mode. Here's vibrate mode. And then here's bounce mode. So moving on from music mode, then you have scene mode, which have some pretty intricate patterns and designs with the colors pre-selected. Now each mode has several different categories, and each category has several options. So here are some of the options like sunset. And then here's meteor. And this one is called movie. And then there's fireworks. Here's one called strike. And then this one's called stacking. Lastly, you have DIY mode, and this is for those that like to tinker and get it to look exactly how they want. In this option, you can select the group, the gradient, which LED sections, the speed, and of course the colors. So just for example, I've made one that transitions to different shades of blue, but you can get really creative here and have a lot of fun with it. So there you have it, guys. That's my crash course on everything available on the Lyra lamp, as well as the glide wall light. So now that we've played around with these lights a little bit, let's talk about the quality of them. So the quality of the Lyra lamp is actually really nice. The entire pole is made up of metal, which gives it a very sturdy feel, and the base is made of plastic, but it does also have a sturdy, well-built feel as well. I really do like the option of the remote mount and having the remote magnetically stick to it, so it makes it super easy to just grab it and put it back on when you want to make some changes. For me personally, I will be using my phone for the most part, or my Amazon Echo to control the lamp. The glide light quality does seem to be very nice as well, even though all of the pieces are plastic. Even where the connections are made between two pieces, that is all plastic as well. When you snap them together, it does seem to be fairly sturdy, but at the same time, I would have liked to seen some metal here, where at least where the connections are made, just to help reinforce that connection, because of course that's going to be a weak point. But even without the metal, it does seem to be fairly sturdy and robust. One thing that I want to point out here, and this goes for anybody that may have more than one Govee light or may get more than one Govee light, is that the power bricks aren't interchangeable. Even though they do look identical and they have the same connection, I had accidentally switched them, and I was getting some really interesting, unstable reactions, especially when dealing with bright white lights on these lights. It did not like having that bright white light with the power brick switched. As soon as I switched them to the correct lights, everything was fine and everything was working properly. So just something to note, if you do have more than one, make sure you know which power brick goes where. When it comes to the LED lights themselves, I thoroughly enjoyed the plethora of options when it comes to the lighting modes and colors. When it comes to the colors themselves, they are very pleasing and very saturated. I doubt that my camera is going to do them justice, but just rest assured that in real life, they are very saturated and very vibrant. And these lights do get very bright. I know that in some cases with RGB lights, the colored lights aren't as bright as the white lights, and that is true here as well. But at the same time, these lights do get a lot brighter from the lights that I've experienced in the past. It's almost actually hard to look at, especially in the bright white mode, but the colors are also a lot more bright than what I'm used to from previous lights. So what else can I say, guys? I really did like these lights. They're both a great option from Govee. And based on my experience with them, I can definitely recommend them to anybody that's looking to spice up the looks of any room in their house. I just like the way that it adds more visual interest in a room, and it makes things look more modern and alive in my opinion. And as an added bonus for those of you out there that have kids, I do have 3 kids, but for the most part it's my 4-year-old daughter that enjoys these lights. She likes to turn everything on, play one of her favorite songs from Frozen, and have what she calls a dance party. But whatever tickles your fancy, guys, I'm sure Govee will have something that will suit your needs. Check the links down in the description below. But before you go, consider subscribing, tick the bell icon if you do. Please take just 1 second out of your day to hit that like button. I truly do appreciate it. Remember to enjoy your systems. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.